Previously on Hawaii Five-0.
Here I am where the movie started, facing at a photo they've taken.
こんにちは皆さん。私修二と妻のエイリーンのチャンネルにようこそ。
Aloha. Welcome to the conclusion of our tour of Steve McGarrett's house.
Okay, if you ever want to come back here, guys, the address is 5329 Kalani Anaole Highway. You see the address on the wood board right here? You guys okay with the air-conditioned temperature at the moment?
Yeah, that's just perfect.
Okay, we're going to get out of here before the limousine comes. Huh?
Right. I miss the time when Kono was the wife of Adam.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people like her character.
Yeah, that's my, that character I really love both of them.
Her job as a sniper, that's my dream job.
What? You have good eyes.
I don't. That's just a dream, but
Yeah.
I love her job.
Well, you see there's a park here, guys.
Yeah.
If you ever wanted to come back, you park your car here.
Right.
And then you walk along the coastline. Find the house again. It's right over there. Yeah, to the
Right.
of us.
Oh, yeah.
There's a better view of Mauna Loa Bay as well in front of us.
So nice. Perfect.
So my family's house is right across the street here. I grew up in this valley. So I've known Susan and Richard for many years, and so I'm lucky enough that they allow us to come and hang out.
You're lucky to live in Hawaii.
Yeah, I don't take it for granted. Because it's our climate that most people want to come here for.
Have you been in any of the shows when they're shooting?
Oh yeah, have you been?
Have I been in the? No.
In the show? Why not?
Not for Hawaii Five-0. I used to do that stuff a long time ago,
Okay.
but it wasn't my thing really. I have lots of friends who work on the set. They're lighting and grip people, but if I ever want to know where they're filming, I can typically call them up and they can kind of. But even for them, they don't know where they're going until that morning. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If weather permitting is what happens, right? So they get texts early in the morning. Show up here at this time.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
just like us.
Yeah. Okay, you guys want to see a script?
Yeah.
Yep.
All the blue stuff is the actual script where the actors goes through all the scenes, you know? So that's what an actual script looks like for the show. All right, just up ahead of us, you're gonna see a gray building with some orange trim. Can you see that building in front of us there?
Yeah.
Gray with the orange trim.
Yes.
This is where Barack Obama was born, guys.
Oh.
His grandmother's apartment was right across the freeway here, right in that direction. So he used to work at the Baskin & Robbins ice cream shop right around the corner from the hospital here.
Wow.
And this was his old hood. He went to Punahou High School, which is just to the right of us. He was my uncle's homeroom classmate.
Okay.
Wow.
Does it come to Oahu very often?
Yeah, he comes every year
Wow.
because they spend their Christmas breaks here. His sister lives in Kailua, so they generally stay in the northeastern end of the island whenever he's in town.
Oh.
He was just here in December and for New Year's. And then his whole family comes, the daughters and everything. You know, they're on Christmas break from college, right? So.
Okay.
All right, Bruno Mars went to Roosevelt High School, which is just to the right of us here. You guys know Bruno Mars is from Hawaii?
Yep.
Yes, yes.
So we saw his uncle earlier today, right?
Yes.
One of his
Thomas.
uncles. He has a big family, but he got his start in Waikiki. They had a variety show that ran for like 30 years. At the age of 7, they pushed Bruno onto stage. He did a good job, gave him his own show, and he was known as Baby Elvis, which ran for another 7 years. He graduated high school, moved to California, became a songwriter, and that's kind of how he got his start. The Rock went to McKinley High School, which is just to the left of us here. You guys know The Rock is from Hawaii? He made $125 million last year. But he's in all the Jumanjis and, you know, all this other stuff.
He's a big guy there.
Very big guy. He was a wrestler at many years, yeah. Jason Momoa went to Iolani High School, which is right across the street from the Alawai Canal in Waikiki. And he got his start on Baywatch Hawaii. He's from Nanakuli. He grew up on the west side of the island, but he went to Iolani High School, which is right in Honolulu. We have lots of people who are from Hawaii that most people don't realize. Bette Midler went to Radford High School. Does anybody know who Bette Midler is?
Only heard of Bette Midler.
The same one.
Same one?
Actor and singer. She was all kinds of stuff.
Oh,
Dancer, actor,
The
singer.
Wind Beneath My Wings.
That's the one. So she went to Radford High School. She was actually a Navy brat. Her dad was in the Navy, so they were stationed at Pearl Harbor. Nicole Scherzinger. Do you guys know who Nicole Scherzinger is?
Pussycat Dolls, yeah.
Yeah, Pussycat.
She's from the west side of the island.
Where is the room where they do the interrogation in Hawaii Five-0?
It's all at the studio. Was there more metal pieces anywhere?
No, that's all.
Only the two? Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay, this one here.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, thank you.
It is.
Mahalo. Well, we're approaching our financial district, guys.
So everyone gets a copy of the blue text.
Of the actors who have principal speaking roles, yeah.
So they have
And
to
they
memorize
have to pick up
it.
their own roles because all the names are there. So they have to pick up the names they are playing. Like McGarrett picks up his role.
Yes. Alex has started to do a lot of the writing.
Yes, he's a producer, writer, and
Producer, writer.
Yes.
Look to the right of us. This is the coroner's office for Hawaii Five-0 and for Magnum PI.
Oh.
This is the building right here to your right. Both shows are filmed here on Oahu because all the equipment is here. If they film on other islands, it's expensive because you got to ship all this stuff in, right? So that takes away from their budget, actually. Guys, to the right of us here, this is our state capital. This was originally on the island of Maui, but it moved to Oahu in 1845 because our ports were much larger. We were able to do a lot more business here, so it just made more sense for them to do so. But it kind of has like a 60s and 70s type of architecture. Notice. We got 8 pillars in the front, which represent the 8 major islands of Hawaii.
Wow.
But altogether, we have 132 islands and atolls that make up the Hawaiian island chain, and it spans over a 350-mile distance, so a little bigger than most people think. Washington Place to your right, Governor's Mansion. You watched the old few episodes, Governor Jameson, they filmed a bunch of stuff there. This is the very first Chinatown in the United States, if you didn't know. And that's because the Chinese came here in the early 1800s to work our plantations. So they're very entrepreneurial and they always set up shop in every big city, and we're no different, right? So a lot of our new award-winning restaurants are actually located in our Chinatown area. You guys are into artsy-fartsy food, several locations here, for sure. Also, you get all the good lei stands in Chinatown, too. They're known for their harder-to-find flowers, very fragrant, the intricate woven haku leis, which are the head leis that we wear here.
Yeah. When I came to Honolulu, I had the lei.
To your left, can you see all the leis they're hanging in the
Oh, beautiful.
Affordable and way better than what you find at the ABC store or whatever. It's like the touristy kind, but this is the local. Well, they have the real ones at ABC store, but it's typically just orchids, right? So if you want to find the very fragrant flowers like the puakeni keni or the ginger ones, you can come to the Chinatown area. All right.
Yeah.
So we got some humble areas of Chinatown, but we also got some hipster stuff too, you know?
Young's Kitchen.
Home Farm Market.
Look at the leis, it's beautiful.
Kanji.
And guys, just up ahead of us, we're approaching Wolfat Chop Suey. So you see the building to the right of us with the green tiled roof?
Yeah, yeah.
That's Wolfat Chop Suey. And so it was a restaurant that closed down in the 1970s. But they're actually getting ready to renovate it, which is interesting because it's been closed for so many years. But it's kind of like a renewal project, really. So this is where they got the name for the arch villain to McGarrett.
Pigs!
Look at the pigs.
I like those wares.
Yes.
China dress.
Lovely. So nice. I like the purple one. They have for kids too. That red one.
Big and the Lady is right here to your right. Big and the Lady, Senia, Livestock Tavern, Fete, Lucky Belly. These are all hot spots here in the Chinatown area.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely. It's excellent.
Let's try those sometime.
I will now. Next time.
Now, I said sometime in the future.
I thought you have bottomless appetite.
No?
Bottomless appetite. So right now we're making our way towards Iolani Palace. And we'll also
yes.
see the headquarters for Hawaii Five-0 as well, okay?
Okay.
But the headquarters will be on our right side. Don't worry about that for now. Once we approach the palace, just kind of concentrate on the palace because we're going to stop over there by the headquarters and you guys can walk around. So don't even worry about that yet, okay? Okay guys, Iolani Palace is to our left. This is the only palace in the United States. It was built in 1847. This is where our queen used to reside up until the year 1893. And unfortunately, she was overthrown by greedy businessmen who wanted control over our agriculture. They put a militia together and held our queen captive in her own palace for about 6 months prior to her vacating, which was a sad time for the Hawaiian people because they also outlawed the speaking of the Hawaiian language. They weren't allowed to dance any hula, play any music, sing any songs. It was very oppressive. It didn't last for very long because some people didn't speak English. And they were told they can't communicate, which doesn't work, right? First flushing toilet in the world was here. Also, we had electricity here before the White House in Washington D.C., even the Imperial Palace in Japan, and also Buckingham Palace in the UK. And that's because Thomas Edison was a good friend and frequent guest of our king, David Kalakaua. So he hooked us up first. If you watch the old Hawaii Five-0, this is the headquarters here. The new Hawaii Five-0, that's the headquarters there to your right. That's a statue of King Kamehameha I. He was the king responsible for killing Captain Cook. So, you guys know who Captain Cook was?
Yes.
I know.
All the furs and the Christmas trees to design.
So he was a British explorer that put Hawaii on the world map. When he first came to the Hawaiian Islands, we welcomed him with open arms. We did lots of trade with him. He went off to Australia, put them on the world map, went off to New Zealand, put them on the world map, came back to Hawaii, and wore out his welcome because he brought lots of disease, which killed off a large portion of our indigenous people. We went from 400,000 people to 100,000 people in a short period of time because he brought things like bubonic plague, smallpox, and syphilis. So King Kamehameha, the statue to your right, kindly asked Captain Cook to leave. And Captain Cook said, "I'm not leaving." And so he said, "Well, now you can't leave." And so they basically stoned Captain Cook to death. After they killed Captain Cook, King Kamehameha acquired a lot of his guns and cannons. And his goal from there was to go and fight every king on every island so he could unify all the Hawaiian Islands under his rule. Because he was the king of the island of Hawaii, and we all fell under his rule, we're all called Hawaiians now. Before we were Oahuans, Mauians, and Kauaians, right? Now we're all Hawaiians because of him. So this is where we get our name from. And by the way, if you look on the top of the palace here to your left, you'll see the Hawaii state flag. We do have the Union Jack in the far left corner because we were all once a British territory, just like Australia and New Zealand. So that's what we have in common with you guys is Captain Cook, right? So right now we're going to make our way toward this side of the street. If you want to learn more about Hawaiian culture and history, you can go to the Bishop Museum, which is only about a 15-minute drive from here. But they have all the artifacts there. It tells our whole story. It's just a really great museum to go to. By the way, that church to the right of us, that's Kauai Church. That's the very first church built on the island of Oahu by the missionaries in the 1800s. All of those bricks are made from coral reef. This is where our royal family still does their ceremonies there to this day. Our current reigning matriarch is Princess Abigail Koananakoa, who is 94 years old and very Caucasian. Okay? That's Honolulu Hale to your right, which is kind of our city hall. That's where our mayor's office is and also where our city council meets. Alright, we're entering palace grounds at the moment. Only palace in the United States, so you can say you're here, right? You see the state seal on the entrance of the gate? It says, Uamau ke'ea uka'aina ikapono. Translated into English, that means the life of the land is perpetuated in righteousness. The Hawaiians believe if you take care of the land, it'll take care of you and your family. It'll feed you, right? So we still live by that to this day. Victorian style architecture because of all the British influence that we have. We have some beautiful monkey pod trees to your left, and we also have the banyan trees to the right of us here. These are both not indigenous to Hawaii. They were brought here as gifts to our royal family, but they thrive in our volcanic soil. We have Indian banyan trees and we have Chinese banyan trees, but they're both a little different. One has bigger leaves, one has the smaller leaves. This is the big leaf one. And so this palace is actually a museum where people like to tour the palace. So if you ever wanted to come back and see the very first flushing toilet in the world, this is where it's at, guys. And if you want to do the tour, you actually walk into this armory to sign up to do these tours. Okay. They used to do grand parties here many years ago. All the royalty would host all these delegates from all over the world. Prince of India, delegates from England and China. Certain rooms are blocked off. You're not allowed to enter. And they need to tell you where you can go and where you can't go. Otherwise, people would go off on their own and steal stuff because they have all the Queen stuff on display. It's always good to get a local's perspective or a guide's perspective. Now we're approaching this statue. By the way, they say this is a life-size statue of King Kamehameha. They say he was 7 feet tall. They look shorter than 7 feet?
About 2 meters?
That statue is his actual height. Okay, you guys want to come take a look?
Of course.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Got it. So welcome to the headquarters for Hawaii Five-0, right? They filmed a little bit of scenes in the grand stairwell in the middle, and they've also filmed from the outside in, but generally all that stuff that you see is all filmed in the city. So this is the outskirts of it, right? And this is also our Hawaii State Supreme Court, so this is where all of our laws are over here. To our Supreme Court justices. Over here is where the special assistant to the governor. That's exactly where that scene was filmed. Ready? Ready, guys? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Stay right there. Keep coming Hawaii, right behind you. 1, 2, 3. See this way. 1, 2, 3. Gotcha.
Already I memorized
Yeah,
the
he's actually
music.
taller. He's a foot taller than I am, so he's pretty tall.
Can you take photo?
One more.
Different smile. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
I'm 6 feet.
Let's take a photo of you together.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Shaka sign.
Shaka sign.
All right, so from here, I'm going to show you guys Kamakona Shave Ice location. One of his many businesses that he owns, right?
Right.
You all got our pictures, guys?
We usually have long names, right?
Mm-hmm.
There are no short names here in Hawaii.
Well, there are some, actually. Hawaiian vowels is the same as the Japanese language. Japanese have an easier time pronouncing Hawaiian. Where they come from initially? They came from a place called Hawaii. You know where Hawaii is?
No.
Here. So they derived from us. And we derived from places like Tahiti and the Cook Islands. We found the Hawaiian Islands and then they found New Zealand. New Zealand is the youngest country in the world. Right?
Good piece of history.
Where are you originally from?
I'm from Malaysia.
Malaysia. I just got back from Kuala Lumpur and Penang. Yeah. Honest to God. We went to the Batu Caves and it was awesome. Good food.
What a coincidence.
I had what's it called? Laksa?
Laksa, curry noodles,
Yeah.
mee goreng.
All those.
flight, though, over
Wow.
Food there is good.
So the food is excellent. That's why we went to Penang, because it's supposed to be the capital of the street alley food for
Yes.
Southeast Asia. So
That's right. When I go to Malaysia, I always come double my size.
yeah. I love Malaysia. It's awesome over there.
Yes, beautiful place. But
But it was hot.
hot, yes.
And we did see
humid.
some monitor lizards.
Oh,
They have the black the cobras over there too.
yes.
And that's stuff we don't have here in Hawaii, right? So we're
we
like,
don't
"Ooh,
have any of that in New
nothing.
Zealand too.
We got chickens, that's about it. Moa, there you go. But we like to make huli huli. Moa. Huli huli is the Hawaiian word to flip over, to turn over. So it's rotisserie chicken over keawe wood.
Oh.
So that barbecue chicken.
Yes. We have keawe wood here in Hawaii, which is like our Hawaiian mesquite wood. Okay. Right And now we're going to make our way through a place called Kaka'ako, which is the up-and-coming condominium area of Honolulu. A lot of new development here. This is the very first fire station in the state of Hawaii, right here. And now this is the main headquarters for the Honolulu Fire Department.
This LED building.
Yes. A little behind schedule today. I hope you guys aren't, you have anything planned.
Nothing
no.
really.
Okay, good.
This is for Hawaii 5-0.
Gotcha. Alright, Kaka'ako is known for its street art. There's lots of, all the street art can be found here. It's called Pawa, Hawaii. And if you look to the right of us, you'll get a chance to see some of the art down there. You see on all the buildings?
Yes.
The whole place is all street art.
Oh, they have anytime fitness here too.
Anytime Fitness. Yeah. Sake Brewery. Oh, it's nice.
It's nice, huh?
Very
I
nice.
like it.
Waikiki Brewing Company to your right here.
I want to have shaved ice right now. The drawings look real.
Yeah. Graffitis.
Yeah.
Look to the right of us, you see the beautiful Aloha mural.
Oh,
A lot of people
yes,
come here
it's
to use this as the
beautiful.
backdrop for selfie photography.
Nice.
This is blade and timber to your left. This is where people come to throw axes at walls. Blade and timber, yes. They use the axes as like darts, really.
Oh,
Brand new condominium to the right of us here. There's also a 3-story Whole Foods, which is the new flagship grocery store. It's owned by Amazon, yeah?
Whole Foods Market.
You look to your left here, you see this condominium right over here in this direction?
yeah.
That's where my condominium is. I live there. I've lived there for the last 20 years.
So this is your neighborhood.
That's right. I've seen all of this development kind of come up from nothing, really. This was an all industrious area for many years.
Is that one, the green one?
This one right here to our left.
Oh.
The one before the, right there. Okay, here's the Whole Foods. We got some popular restaurants in the area. You got 16-plex movie theater to your right. This is called Ward Cinemaplex.
Ben and Jerry's.
3-story Dave and Buster's. You got Merriman's over here, which is one of our top restaurants at the moment. They're more of a country-style fusion place, so they have a little bit of everything, you know. Brand new condo to the right of us, Waiea. Penthouse is for sale for $38 million if anybody's interested.
God.
That's Piggy Smalls over there, which is the sister restaurant to Pig and the Lady. And then to the right of us here, this is Nobu, Chef Nobu, Iron Chef. If you watch Iron Chef, the television program,
Yes.
the host of the show is Wolfat.
Yes,
Right?
Wolfat,
That's
yes.
right. So this is where the presidents have dinner at Nobu or whatever, you know.
No.
They have Nobus all over the world. You find them in the Middle East, France, all over Europe, all over the mainland, Australia. And I live 1 block away from Ala Moana Beach Park, which is our largest city and county park. This is about 3 miles around the whole outskirts. But this is the locals' best kept secret. Most tourists drive right past it and they don't realize what a special place this is. We got Kewalo Basin to your right. This is where people come to do ocean activities, such as deep sea fishing. They have the pirate ship ride there, glass bottom boats, Atlantis submarines, parasailing, any of those activities you can come to Kewalo Basin for, okay? This is Ala Moana Boulevard, Ala Moana Beach Park, Ala Moana Shopping Center is just down the road to our left. The good thing about Ala Moana is that everything is free. Free parking, free volleyball, showers, restrooms, lifeguards, tennis courts, concession stands, everything you need is here. This is a man-made cove with a barrier reef, so it subsides any of the swells from coming through. It's a great place for beginner swimmers. And the concession stand up ahead to our left, this is Kamakona Shave Ice location. So So they filmed a bunch of scenes here where the black SUV swooped in and they took the little girl, remember? It was filmed here. So not as crowded as Waikiki as well. You do put it up there at Magic Island. You see that area over there?
Oh.
So for season 10, they've actually put the truck there a few times. But the second location that they put Kamakona's truck is at where the Hilton Hawaiian Village is, next to the lagoon.
Yeah. That's the spot.
That's right. So up there at this area here. Here, I'll show you guys a quick video.
Okay.
Just to kind of...
Really nice place.
Wow. We can change to swimwear here.
Is there a changing room here or shower area?
Yeah. So we've been passing by a bunch of these concession stands. They have restrooms and showers and everything that's necessary. Absolutely. See this video that I'm showing?
Yeah.
So this is some drone footage that I shot this morning before I went to pick you guys up. I was right over there at that point.
Oh.
But watch when it comes back, you get a chance to, there's a big bay at the end of it. So we get a chance to see that here. I'll pull on the side and show you. So you can see. When I pan over there, it'll show the big park.
Wow.
Okay, can you see the big bay right there?
Yeah.
So they put Kamakona's truck right over here. And then Diamond Head is in the backdrop. So I just shot this morning, right before I picked you guys up. Because everybody's right, you guys are right over there, you're just down the road.
Very nice view out here.
There's a wedding shoot going on.
All day, every day.
Oh God.
All day, every day. Especially, they're all from Japan.
Oh.
It's very big business here. See, there's more weddings down there on the beach over there. They're just trying to do their wedding photography.
There's three here. There's two over that side and this one here.
Interesting. So people who want to swim just come here
Yeah.
and then go find a
Free
place
parking.
to. Oh,
If you go park your car in Waikiki, it's like $40 a day. You know?
expensive.
You guys are staying right across the street. Your hotel is right here. So it's walking distance for you.
there's a Hawaiian barbecue.
It's called LNL. It's run by the Chinese.
Have you tried?
It's not that good. But
Oh.
if you need a drink or something, or you want some French fries, it's pretty good. We're approaching the Hilton Hawaiian Village, which is just up ahead of us here. So I'll show you guys where they put Kamakona's shrimp truck, okay? And by the way, you see that white building in front of us?
Yeah.
With the turquoise colored trim or panels? That's the Ilikai Hotel. So the opening scene where they zoom in on McGarrett's face, he's on the balcony of the lanai right there, on the very top. So that's where they filmed those scenes for the old Hawaii Five-0 and for the new Hawaii Five-0, right? Alright. You ever heard of an old show called Gilligan's Island?
Yes, yes.
This is where the SS Minnow departed from, right here. And that's why we have the Gilligan's truck over there, right?
Yes, yes, the shrimp truck. I come here every night.
There
They
you
have
go.
fireworks on Friday nights.
Between 7:45 and 8 p.m.
Yeah. They had one yesterday too.
You see, your
So that
hotel
was
is right
it?
here, guys.
Yeah.
And you can rent the bicycle and bike around.
She can't ride.
Especially
Bicycle.
now.
Equilibrium, yeah?
Yeah.
So I had vertigo in the past. It's tough. You know, you crawl into the toilet.
And everything is moving.
Really, really hard. So I can relate with what you're going through. This is the Prince Waikiki Hotel in front of us, guys.
Since
Yeah.
like
This is where I was born.
What?
This used to be Kaiser Hospital, so they
fabulous.
They blew the hospital up and built this hotel. So when people
Oh.
ask me,
Inside?
where were you born? I said,
Yeah, it used to be a hospital.
I was born here.
Oh. It's so famous now.
Yeah. It's like
Welcome to the Ala Moana Boat Harbor.
yeah, all fishing with sails.
Sailboats, some fishing boats, a little bit of everything. You know, they have these slips and they rent them for like $800 a month.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
rather than buy a house, you can buy a boat and you can live on the boat for much more affordable. You know, it's only $10,000 or something for a boat, right? So, okay, guys, welcome to the Hilton Hawaiian Village, which is just to the left of us here. This is the largest hotel resort in the United States. There's over 22 towers here. My mom used to be the resident manager of this hotel, so I actually grew up on the property. This is also the Hilton Lagoon to your left,
Yes.
which is, if you watch some of the scenes with Tani doing the mermaid stuff, that was filmed here. If you wanted to, you could rent the mermaid tails. And this is open to the public. It's not closed off for hotel guests. Everybody can come here, right?
Very nice, Mom.
So this was the little parking lot that I was talking about that used to be a helipad for helicopters. If you watch the old Magnum PI, this is where TC's helicopters used to take off from, right?
Oh, yes.
But now it's a public beach parking for all the surfers because this is a very popular surf spot here too.
That's Gilligan's Beach.
That's right. So this is where they put Kamikona's shrimp trucks. And they typically put a bunch of tables here and they put some bushes around it so it looks like it's more full. But this is the backdrop that they wanted to get when they shoot these scenes. There's a diamond head right there.
So they put the tables in here.
They put the tables there. That's where Kamikona comes out with the check and nobody pays, right?
Yeah.
He got it, and nobody got it. And they all leave. So anyway, this is the location, guys. And there's the Rainbow Tower behind it as well. You can kind of see that. Which is the iconic Rainbow Tower for the Hilton Hawaiian Village. By the way, if you guys wanted to buy any Hawaii Five-0 swag, like t-shirts and stuff, there's a place called Wendy's Jewelry here that sells all that stuff. They have Kamikona shrimp truck shirts. It's called Wendy's Jewelry at the Hilton Hawaiian Village. They even sell the Hawaii Five-0 badges here too. Yeah. Another place to get any type of t-shirts is you could go to Crazy Shirts. Well, this kind of concludes our tour for the day, guys. I hope you enjoyed our time together.
We
had
did.
a great time.
Perfect. I'm gonna drop everybody off in the reverse order that I picked you up at. What are your plans for the rest of the afternoon, guys? Anything interesting?
I'm gonna head for Hawaii Five-0 merchandise.
Oh, there you go. There's a good restaurant next to where you're staying, you know. It's called Liliha Bakery. They're known for their Coco Puffs.
Oh,
which
Coco
is
Puffs.
A small little cream puffs filled with the chocolate custard with the chantilly frosting.
Very famous.
But they also have good food there at the restaurant, so that's walking distance from where you're staying. Malasadas is from Leonard's Bakery, and that's on the other side of Waikiki near the zoo. And the Malasadas is a Portuguese sweetbread donut. And then the Coco Puff is the cream puff. But you guys are right next door. It's on the third floor of Macy's. Can you see Macy's from your lanai? So if you look across the parking lot, you'll see Macy's.
Okay.
And so it's on the third floor right there. That's
Last
where
night
Liliha
we went
Bakery
to the
Nice food there. The different kinds of.
all kinds of local favorites. Really.
Yeah.
Wailana. See, honey.
They also used to film a lot of Hawaii Five-0 stuff here at Wailana Coffee House, but it recently closed after 60 years of business. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna pull
60 years and closed.
After 60 years, they closed. This is a shame.
Yeah.
They were gonna make them redo the grease trap in the hood, which is gonna cost them $1
Nice
million.
meeting you.
So. What's
Yeah,
that?
nice meeting you too. Let's keep in touch,
you.
okay?
Yeah, of course.
enjoy your travel.
Yes. I'm going to take a walk to Hawaii. Hilton Village.
My friend.
Bye.
Right.
Got it. Okay, nice to meet you.
Bye.
Take care of yourself. Enjoy the rest of your vacation here, okay?
Yeah.
Good.
I hope
It's right at the base of the...
we will go to Hilton later.
Unless you want me to drop you off over there, up to you.
Thank you so much.
You can ask one of the bellmen or anybody at the hotel, hey, where's Wendy's Jewelry? They'll point you in the right direction, okay? Gotcha. Terrific.
Yeah.
My name is Sean.
Because I shared on the Hawaiian groups page.
Oh,
on
you
Facebook.
did? Nice. Very cool. Thank you. Perfect.
Thank you. You gave us a lot of information.
Oh, well, there's lots to be had, so that's why I have to share a lot. I'm glad you guys enjoyed yourself. And don't forget, in the Ilikai Hotel is another very popular breakfast eatery. It's called Cinnamon's. They're known for their guava chiffon pancakes.
You like guava? Guava chiffon
But-
pancake.
Too sweet.
Yeah, it's very sweet, that's true.
I like anything sweet.
They have good loco mocos here. It's kind of our comfort food.
So we'll try the real thing
Cooking
here.
by ourselves. Rice and hamburger and
Let's try the Hawaiian
sunny side egg.
version.
Yes.
Gohan,
Yes.
hamburger, tamago, brown gravy. Yeah.
Yes.
I like to go and visit Japan from time to time, you know, because the food there is amazing. The wagyu beef, the Kobe, all that stuff. The sushi
Food is great.
awesome. I even ate
I've been
fugu when I was there.
Fugu.
Yeah, sashimi style.
It's
So-
a very delicious.
They said experts
Oh,
go
not
It
there.
tasted like ponzu sauce to me
Yes,
because
yes,
you
yes,
dip it in
yes.
the ponzu with the momichi oroso.
I like to.
Expensive though, yeah?
Chefs need to go through school to make that.
That's right. They made us pick the fish and then they make 3 different ways. They made sashimi, they made fried fugu,
Yes, yes, yes.
and then they made, I forget another way.
Sashimi style is tessa.
That's what you said?
Yes,
Tessa.
tessa.
They had momiji oroshi and ponzu,
Yeah, grind.
negi or something.
Yes.
Okay, here's the main lobby, guys.
Yes.
Just make sure you ask them, they'll point you in the right direction. Your hotel is not far away, it's just over the bridge, yeah?
Yeah.
Walking distance.
Thank you.
Thank you.
McGarrett, I'll get some people down there as soon as possible. Of course. Thanks.
このビデオを見てくれてありがとうございます。ぜひ YouTube チャンネルに登録お願いします。また新しい動画が見れるように通知ベルをクリックしておいてください。次のセッションでまたお会いしましょう。
Welcome, Dano.
If you enjoyed watching, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Also, if you hit that bell button, which is right next to the subscribe button, you'll be notified whenever I post a new video. You can find me on Facebook and Twitter, all of the links down in the description box. Thank you guys so much for watching and hopefully I'll see you in my next one. Bye!